What is going on, everybody? My name is Wally the Crypto Hunter, and today this is my sixth episode of Show Me Your Art, and we have a very special guest and very talented. By the way, her name is Amy of the Banned Books. Without any further ado, let's bring her up. What's going on, Amy? How are you?
Hi. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I really appreciate it. Yes, I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. How about you?
No, I am good myself. And as far as thanking me for the opportunity, actually, thank you for being on stream with me. I really appreciate that. Now, um, Amy, talk to me a bit about yourself.
So, my name is Amy. I'm a programmer, and I had a dream one night where I actually bought the domain for the BannedBooks.Art, and I created this project. And then I woke up and the domain was available, and at the time I was just getting into researching Web3, and a lot of the discussions back then were about the philosophy of what do you want the world to look like and how do you want to execute on this. So this project is really an opportunity for me to make a world and execute on it in the way that I see it. And it's just very highly collaborative and highly just doing a lot of real world good as I'm going along.
Okay, give me 1 second, Amy. All right, sorry about that.
It's okay.
All right, so basically, you just had this dream and you decided that you was going to create a virtual art gallery.
Yes.
Interesting. Now, as far as the virtual art gallery, what do you like more specifically, more or less? Well, what is the function? How does it work? Is there anything that I could go through on here that I can actually see and showcase?
Go to the dashboard. If actually you can just click on that now, just on the that, yeah. Uh, or just go down to the dashboard on the left there. And
Dashboard.
yes. So you can see that there is the latest gallery, which is the enter gallery link. And then I have the previous two with their posters. And if you click on those, you can enter into those galleries. This is made with JavaScript and a JavaScript library called A-Frame, which wraps 3JS and WebXR to make it compatible with augmented reality and virtual reality. So,
Okay.
yeah, so this is the very beginning. And actually, if you're on your cell phone and you go into the gallery, you actually have to point the phone in the direction that you want to go in. So, to move forward and backwards, you use your arrow keys or the AWSD, just like with most computer video games.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, this is the Alice in Wonderland gallery. And I thought it would be really cool to have the beginning of it be we're in the beginning of the book. Alice is with her sister who is sleeping in the hill, and then she finds a rabbit hole. So then we go down into the rabbit hole, and you have to be a little bit careful. But there's some paintings on the left and the right, and then you go through it. Yeah. So yeah, that was my good friend Jennifer Strout. Yeah. And I just thought it would be really cool to have the beginning be like the tunnel. If we go to the right,
Okay.
yep,
Wow.
yeah. And you can go closer if you just want to look at the art. This particular piece here with the guy with the mushroom, this was created with the AI Artathon that I've been hosting on Twitter Spaces,
Okay.
where we basically, as a group, get together, we create art, and then that's going to be minted as an NFT in January. and the half of the profits from that will be going to Prevent Child Abuse America this time. Oh.
Oh,
We made it. If you go all the way to the end and you look to the right again,
okay.
yeah, a little further. Now look to the right.
How do I look? Hold on.
You use your mouse to
Mom, right?
rotate the screen.
Yeah, sorry about that. I'm like kind of new at this.
No, it's great. Like this is amazing. So you see that when Alice first entered into the world, she had to go through a keyhole. So
Okay,
then we could go through that, and we get to the rest of the Alice in Wonderland. And I created the 3D model here from scratch, like the floor, the um, yeah,
wait. So you
yes.
made this whole gallery from scratch?
Yes. And then the images here, like we're looking at a monarch right now. Like
Yeah.
I solicit artists to let me showcase their work. It's free for artists to submit their art. And I place them in the gallery because this is the theme. So this particular part of the exhibition is the drug use, because Alice in Wonderland was banned in part because of the drug use.
Okay.
So these artists who are showcased fit that theme. And then we have other themes in other parts of the galleries. But basically, these artists have trusted me to create an environment from scratch that doesn't look like any other pre-built type of environment, and do the best that I can to showcase their art.
Nice. I mean, this is truly impressive.
Oh, and a little secret. Um, do you see this mob boss here? That's actually augmented reality. If you are on your desktop and you are looking straight at that, you can use an augmented reality um, app to make that be animated. So,
Nice.
yeah.
MK, nothing like going down the rabbit hole.
Yeah. So, yeah, there's definitely other parts to this gallery. I was really happy with this. This I it came out exactly like I wanted it to in my head, which is always surprising because this was my second gallery that I have ever done like this.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I was extremely happy, and I think the artists that participated were also super happy, and um, yeah, and we
now,
were yeah.
how long have you been doing programming for?
So I have been a professional programmer for 7 years. And I've been a front end developer for 5 years and doing Vue.js this here for 3 years.
Wow.
And so I've always been interested since middle school in 3D modeling.
Yeah,
So when I moved to DC in 2015, and I kept going to like free um, like how to use 3D on a website meetups, and they were always they were always about Primrose, which is about a text editor that you use to like live edit in a 3D environment, and it wasn't what I wanted. So I would go and try to use like 3JS. And so I've known about A before this, but I've never actually had a use for being able to use it in like a production way.
okay. I mean, I was kind of like before, trying to get into coding and stuff, but uh it like it's not impossible, but I just felt like it would take a lot for me.
Mhm.
So that's why I was like, nah, I'll just stay to hardware and certain software, but it's more like just installing it, uninstalling it, and that's it.
Yeah.
So, um, oops. Okay. No, I thought I clicked the wrong thing. What up, Crypto Demon, Rowena, MK, Steve, Aviator? Sorry, guys. Um, Let me see. Tim, what's going on, Tim? So,
Yeah, so this way you move forward and then you look to the right and then yeah, you start off you're in the plain because this is the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. So they start out in a plain house and then
yeah,
they go through the wardrobe and then they're in a different world. So this was my very first virtual art gallery that I did. So
okay. MK2000 says, do you do programming work outside of the galleries?
yes, I have a full-time job doing front end development, and I also have a second job where I do front end development for them as well.
Okay. So basically, just to make sure, if I have an idea of a program, I could just come and tell you and you work on it?
Um, I think at the moment I am not freelancing the virtual reality stuff because the tools that I like, a lot of the metaverse is done with Unity and Unreal Engine.
Yeah.
And I use very primitive tools to get this done, which is like, there's nothing, I mean, I'm proud of this. I think it looks really cool. And we're able to go and do the art gallery. And like, this is really great for what it is. But I don't want people to think that I'm like a metaverse guru that does like, I'm supportive of that stuff. And my galleries are compatible with those environments, but I am myself not working with like one of the Unreal Engine supported
Oh, got
art
it, got it.
galleries. But I am going to in the future be making a training course so that I think that people that have NFTs and their own art that they want to show off in their own galleries, I think this is a excellent option for like self-hosted VR metaverses. So hopefully that answered your question. And
No,
then
no,
maybe
it actually does. The reason why I ask is because, like I said, a while back I wanted to get into programming.
Mhm.
Well, one of my ideas, which somebody else thought of it too, so I see it as it was meant to be. Um, so I like music. I like creating beats and just recording, engineering, and everything else. But when it came to me making beats, it was a hard time for me to make up melodies or play them on the piano, obviously, because of my hands.
Mhm.
And it just got to the point where I say, you know what? What if I create an app where you could kind of say your tone or your melody,
Mhm.
and then just
Um, did Wadi just stop sharing? Did we lose him? Does anybody have any more questions? Also, can you still hear me? I want to say hi, like if I'm still here.
ah,
Hey,
no, I got a rug and I don't know how, but yeah, sorry.
no, it's totally fine. I was just gonna say, if anybody else has any questions, I'm totally okay with this. But yeah, welcome back, Wadi.
Thank you. So basically the idea that I was saying is like if someone could create a program, or I was actually thinking of creating it but I didn't have the right resource of where I will mimic the melody with my mouth, and then I get to pick whatever instrument that I have that I want. For example, a piano, a guitar, stuff like that. But
Body, I don't want to interrupt you, but your background image that you had at the beginning isn't there anymore. I
oh,
wasn't sure if the people behind you want to be in your live stream or not.
yeah, hold on.
I I mean, that's totally cool. You can see I live in a condo in DC and I live on the 8th floor, but there's a garden on the 7th floor. So
Yeah,
you can kind of see my cat. She's laying down.
I
So
see it.
uh, they're
Um,
right now not playing
yeah,
on the
I
board.
don't know. This thing just started acting up now. It's telling me that I cannot put the background, but it's all right. I got nothing to hide. I just usually clean put the virtual background just in case, my mom comes out with what you call it, nightgowns on. So
Yeah, no, I mean, a lovely house you have there. I really like your chair, like a
thank
nice
you.
gamer chair. Hopefully, it has good lumbar support.
It's pretty good, but it's just since I'm so tall, literally, every time I gotta get up, uh, I gotta make a change. Let's just leave it at that. Um, but yeah, so basically that was just my idea, but somebody already came up with it too. Like a couple of years later, they made this software called Voice Cella, and it basically does the same thing that I wanted to create. So I'm like, it's alright. But yeah, back to your art gallery. So how many artists already have signed up or that you've spoken to?
Okay, so thing to note is that I've only been soliciting for artists since May of this year.
Okay.
So every month I've been getting between like 12 to like 18 NFT artists. And then I've been going on to like Unsplash and getting like public domain things. So and then now I have the AI art. So we wind up with like almost 100 pieces of art, but like, a dozen unique NFT artists, and some of them give me like 3 to 4 pieces to show in the gallery. So it depends, and some of them are more popular. Like some of the themes are more popular than the other themes. So I think um, I would really like it if we could get to like 50 NFT artists, and each of them 1 to 4 pieces of art in that, and then I won't have to go to like the public domain and all of that stuff to make the gallery look like it has stuff in it. But
Oh,
yeah, sorry, that's like I had a scavenger hunt. It's because like I was just making the gallery, and I wasn't like I have a list of all the artists that and all of like the source of everything, and it's included in there's a companion booklet that I published, which I haven't yet for this gallery, and I was like, how many artists do I have? And then I made a sarcastic comment on Twitter. I was like, maybe I should do a scavenger hunt. People are like, we love scavenger hunts. So one of the first question, or I think it was the last question, I was like, how many pieces of art are in here? And
yeah.
like nobody nobody got the answer right. So I actually have to go back and look. But yeah, it was really interesting because with the latest gallery, I made a cube from scratch, and then I put art inside of the cube. And in the corner, I actually split the picture in half and made it a corner. So like when you look at it from the inside, it looks different than when you look at the picture from the outside. So
Yeah.
like I was really proud of that, honestly. That was like a feat of engineering, but also moving forward, because like the first two I was literal like um this is like these are scenes from the book, but
Mm.
moving forward, I will be more abstract and do things where it's like, oh, well, this is not easy to do in a metaverse, and this is not easy to do with like spatial. So it does like my art gallery is good for what it is. We are experiencing art and we're experiencing art together. I have for the opening weekend, we have guided walkthroughs where I invite the artist to come, and I'm basically like a docent, and I walk you through the gallery and I tell you about more about the themes, give you more context about it, and then it's open for the rest of time. Like you can go and it can experience the art, because like a guided walkthrough is an experience and it's a great experience, but sometimes art, like you just need to have a few minutes to understand it, to like look at all the details, and like you just want more details and just to experience it. So this is a good, we are concentrating on the art experience.
Yeah, I mean, in general, like I myself like art since I was young. I just unfortunately cannot draw my own or paint it, or unless I do like some type of abstract art. But trust me, the lines will be all over the place. So if I do something like that, then maybe yeah, that could work if people look into it and consider it, then cool. But I feel like art in general, it usually comes from the heart.
Yes.
Yeah, to me that's where the real art comes from. Whether you're drawing, you're painting, or you're even writing poetry. I write poetry, I write songs, and yeah, I feel like that's like, no meaning in a bad way, but that's where true artists come from. Lego, what's going on, bro? Have I got you, man. So yeah, I mean, what is the long-term goal with everything that you're doing now? I know you have a couple of artists that are willing to work with you, and I'm pretty sure you're going to continue to get more artists. And what is your long term goal with this virtual gallery?
Yeah, so I would really love to get to the point where we have enough of an audience for this to be sustainable for me to do this full time. I have a plan for, we're going to be selling NFTs soon. And what we're going to be doing with that is start to make a scholarship for students and for also people with student debt, and make it into a competition. And I'm really, really excited for like that offshoot to just have um, like in starting in January, I'm going to start doing these not once per month, but doing them once every 3 months. That way, I find that this is really good to establish like I can do this, and you've seen me do this. But um, like once the opening weekend is over, I am very fast paced with like this is the next thing that like this is it's not. I think the artist would be better served if I took 3 months to solicit artists. I took 3 months. I had 2 months to say like this is a thing that we did. We're really proud of it. Let's focus on this and celebrate this and make um, fundraise more for the charity and have more like contests and scavenger hunts and like just more activities surrounding and promoting the artists, because I just think that with the doing it once a quarter is probably more sustainable for me too. And then I want to do things that are related to this for basically the rest of my life. Just be able to, help other artists and other NFT collections get their word out there and showcase them, and be able to have my own AI generated NFT collections that are advocating for different things and have it all be related to this. I'm really looking forward to the student scholarship competition, because for
Yeah.
me, like, BannedBooks.Art is about, well, it's about censorship and freedom of speech, but a part of that is limiting access to education. And the way that we are getting around all of this is, we're talking about the topics, we are doing art, we're using art to just, have a safe space for the topics, but also, like, I really, a lot of this stuff can be resolved with people that are curious and have access to education. So to me, like, this is my fight, this is what I believe in.
Interesting. So, as far as the like for the sponsorship and everything, like what made you think of that idea?
So, well, okay, I'm not sure I'm understanding your question, but, like, I would really, really
Right.
love to
So
have, yeah.
basically, you started this whole art gallery, right?
Yes.
And then you started it to help out artists, but you also mentioned um having like a contest for sponsorship
For scholarships, yes.
scholarships.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Now,
'cause I was like, yeah, well, I would really love to have sponsorships and be able, 'cause, right now, if you can go to, like, the pricing tab, um, if you scroll down all the way to the bottom, it's in the footer. I think maybe not from this section. I need to work on my actual website, but, like, right now there's tiers. It's $1, $5, $15, 25, 50, and $125. And what
okay.
I want to start doing is saying, like, if you purchase a ticket and we are fundraising for we've donated money to the charity, I'll email you a coupon, basically, or like a code to be whitelisted at these NFT projects, or, like, you can redeem this here to get, like, this, just like more utility to get more people in the audience for this project.
Yeah.
For the scholarships, it was one of those things where it's like, what is the utility? Like, what is the purpose of this? Like, how can
Yeah.
we use this? Why not? If I'm doing this, like, why would I not just give to the charity? And I mean, it is a very unique, immersive experience, but
Mhm.
also, like, I really do feel like everything I do with this project, I want to be helping somebody. And I really think that if we have high school students that create an NFT wallet and they create NFTs and they're part of this competition and then they get it sold, then we're onboarding, younger people into Web3. If we, people that have already graduated or not and have student debt, they need the money too. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think it would be, the competition would be, because a lot of people, I give 3 prompts, but they're very, very ambiguous, and some people have trouble, uh, visualizing what I want in the gallery. So if I just have the competition be like, "Hey, this is what the book was about. Here are the themes. Like, here's some prompts," and then people can create art based off of the student work, then we can get more artists on board and help these students at the same time. So everything I say is super complicated, and I apologize for that, but it is very well thought
No,
out.
no, no. I mean, it's all right. I understand them perfectly fine.
Yeah.
um, I mean, I like the idea behind everything, and and even that, just the fact that you're thinking outside the box. So yeah, that's something that I was talking to a person the other day, and we were talking about people that think outside the box. They say, well, that person is weird, that person is crazy, but at the end of the day, those are the ones that become the most successful. Perfect example. Everybody knows our favorite guy, Elon Musk, and look where he's at.
Yeah.
So
It just becomes difficult when they're like, you have 3 minutes. And I'm like, my project takes more than 3 minutes to talk about. And this is much better because we went through a walkthrough of two of the galleries for the most part. And I was able to show, like, this is what I'm doing. This is along the lines of what I'm going to be doing in the future.
yeah, yeah. And I am sorry, my friends are here watching, and also we all got an inside joke, and they're over here kind of distracting me, but acting like kids and adults at the same time. So when you see me trying to laugh, don't take it offensive. It's just that they say certain things that they know they shouldn't. But yeah, like for example, this one. Watching Wally try not to laugh his head off at these comments is like the highlight of my week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Speaking of the highlight of the week, how was your vacation?
oh no, that it was awesome. I mean, I enjoyed Florida. I actually want to move out there, but I gotta wait until I get everything together properly.
That makes sense. Where,
And
yeah, in
your
Miami or where were you?
what happened?
Sorry, where were you in Florida?
I
Florida's a
was
very long
in
state.
Jensen Beach.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's real nice. Last year I visited Cape Coral, and before that, like about 5 years ago, I visited Tampa, and before that, I visited Orlando. So, I had the whole Make a Wish Foundation deal going on. And yeah, I mean, my wish was to go to Disney World. I was only 12 years old, got everything paid for. It was great. So,
I'm glad you
uh,
like Florida there. That's great.
yeah. But yeah. What is your next step as far as this?
So I am going to be putting together the Scarlet Letter gallery that is opening on September 17th. And we, I mean, you can buy tickets now. They're from $1 to $125 at BannedBooks.Art/purchase. And we're going to be doing a scavenger hunt. We're going to be doing this month isn't going to be much like technological improvements with the gallery. Last month I added navigation controls for mobile support. This month is going to be like actually publishing all of the things that I've recorded on my laptop and getting the advertisement and establishing the TikTok and all of the other social medias because getting the word out there and getting people to actually show up and purchase and fundraise for the charity, I think that's a very important aspect of this.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
also,
mean,
yeah, I probably mentioned that in the July gallery for Alice in Wonderland, two of the NFTs sold. And then in the August one, uh, two of them also sold, but both of those actually sold with a physical piece. So
yeah.
none of that was due to my own network, but just fun facts.
And I forgot to ask you a very important question. Do you yourself create any art?
So if you go to my profile and my pinned tweet and go into the comments section, you can see
Yeah.
that I'm actually becoming known as more of like an AI concept artist because like you, I don't sit down and I don't have those skills really, and it's just not something in my life that has I would really love to be able to have the time to develop those skills, but right now, I'm more of a virtual, like with the 3D modeling and stuff. But yeah, if you click onto my pinned tweet into the thread, you'll see I actually collaborated with Kevin Page, and he had a call for artists, for AI artists. So
Okay.
2 of my pieces are actually listed on Foundation, and, one of them is actually from the first, BannedBooks.Art AI artathon that I hosted.
Yeah.
So a quarter of that piece will be going, or like when it sells, will be going to Prevent Child Abuse America. So
And just out of curiosity, you could answer if you want to, but if you don't, it's perfectly understandable. But why child abuse?
so that one was, the art was created for the July Gallery, which was for Alice in Wonderland, and
Okay.
Prevent Child Abuse America was the charity for that month. So I did an AI artathon on August 31st, and that was for the Scarlet Letter. So the images from that, when they sell as an NFT, the half of the profits from that will be going to Medical Students for Choice, which is an organization that they teach medical students how to perform abortions.
Okay.
Which, with the political climate right now, if you believe that women should be having access to medical care, this is a good gallery for you to subscribe to and fundraise for, and yeah,
Got it.
support the Medical Students for Choice.
Nice. Okay. Um, I mean, I don't know if there's anything else you want to elaborate because I did see and my internet's for okay, there you go. I did see a little art piece and I thought it was you that did it. It looked like a boots slash tornado.
Yeah, okay, so this morning I was looking through the results from the AI artathon, and there was one of the results, it was a, because I use Midjourney, it's an AI tool, and um, the prompt was, I don't remember the full prompt, but it was watercolor with dripping ink, and I was looking at it and I was like, this looks like a boot. And then
Yeah.
I'm like, it looks like a tornado. It looks like a tornado of nonsense. So I asked Twitter, I was like, do you think it looks like a boot, or do you think it looks like um, a tornado? So yeah, if you want to scroll through my tweets, sorry that I tweet so much.
Oh no, I definitely could see that.
I'm on there all the time. Um,
No, but I mean that's a good thing, keeping your Twitter activities going. Yeah.
yeah, if I had known, yeah, so that is on sale. So is that. Those are things that I did with prompts.
Okay.
It should be coming up. I wasn't actually on the internet all that much this morning. It was around 10 a.m. This one here, that's what you saw.
That one.
Yeah, so that was AI generated. I got really, really, really into Midjourney. So like it's about the word craft of it. So depending on what you put in, like what you put in is what you get out. So knowing what word combinations generally have a good output is good. But I like this type with the watercolor and the dripping because it winds up being a more like abstract and less like looking like it came from Midjourney. If that makes
Yeah.
sense. It doesn't have like the Midjourney because it's very abstract. So that's why I keep doing this type of prompt with it.
No, I mean I saw it and I was like, it's funny because I didn't notice it was even a boot until you actually mentioned it, and then that's when I was like, okay,
What did it
And
look like to you? Just like a blob or like a clown or
what happened?
like what did it look like to you?
I thought it was just a tornado, a very colorful tornado.
Yeah.
So give me 1 second. I apologize for the background noise. My niece is actually cooking, and yeah,
It's okay. Yeah,
yeah,
so I got into AI art because my second job, they are actually they're a deep tech company and they do
yeah.
AI art. So I have access to like their exclusive engine that they use. I had so much fun just like so I will get into the exact specifics because they're actually just getting to the point of doing alpha now and they're going to be doing the beta testing really soon. But basically you can give them 5 to 100 photograph or like examples of your digital art or like photographs of your art and then we will make micro models that reliably return um, art that is in your style. So you can use words to describe a scene and it will return things that are in like the artist's style. And this is a really good way to do like cheaper tier like airdrop stuff or like have official like derivatives of your work and get paid for it. It's just an additional like revenue stream. I'm really, really excited to see like where the company is going. But that's where I got into AI art because I was like, well, what else is out there? And I applied for Dolly 2 and it took like 6 months to get access to it. But Midjourney, um, you get like the 200 images and then they were like, pay $30 a month. And I was like, done. This is better than Netflix. Like, I just go on there all day and I give it thoughts and it gives me back things.
No, I definitely get that part. MK says, crazy how art can look different depending on the eyes. So, MK, what do you see?
So that might just be a complaint against Midjourney because AI does crazy. Like they distort the eyes, and it's really funny because like human artists will make sure the eyes are exactly correct because
Yeah,
that's like the most important part. But they actually are doing a beta like a new version where the eyes are not as messed up out of the gate, and then there's programs you can run it through to fix the eyes, but I don't know. I like keeping it like creepy son, like uncanny valley. I don't know. It's just like I don't want to disguise the fact that it's AI art. It stands on its own for what it is.
yeah, yeah. I mean, honestly speaking, I didn't even notice it was AI art until you actually mentioned it that it was. Like,
Thank
I
you.
yeah, I mean, I my thought would be that somebody just literally grabbed a brush and started like painting it. I wouldn't picture it like, let's say, can you see the mouse or no? Okay. So basically, just go stroke one and mix it up with some colors, and go for the second one, and like that. Now, this was the part that I found interesting, how they managed to get like a drop out of it. So yeah, I mean, it looks cool, crazy but cool.
Okay, so I just looked it up, and the prompt was taking advantage of the time, watercolor, dripping ink, Technicolor.
Mhm.
So the other ones had you can actually go into my Discord and there is a Scarlet Letter channel, a Scarlet Letter hackathon channel, and you can see the results of everything I did. I did 2 sessions, each of them were 3 hours long, and we created about 1,000 images each
Yeah,
time. But one of the other images is actually of the White House, and that's also an amazing one. So I have not posted that yet, but you just see like I just was looking this morning and I was like, that looks so cool. So I just had to post it. So thank you. I'm glad other people do boot, because I was like, this is literally like the Good Witch, like a Glinda the Good Witch boot or something like that, or a carnival boot.
Yeah. No, I mean, like I said, it's even this art right here. I don't know if that's also artwork or if you did this yourself, but even this itself, I like the details on it.
Yes, so that was done from Midjourney, and you can see with there's actually a second face for her cleavages, and I just super and like I like the fact that there's two faces there, and that the second one, like her eyes are covered. So when
Yeah,
I was doing the call for artists, I actually just only had the eyes covered part, and just had that be the call for artists, which I just removed because I'm no longer accepting art for the Scarlet Letter. Sorry, you all just missed the cutoff for that. It was until August 31st. But yeah, I really enjoyed the output for this. It's always like, I like Midjourney better if I have a funny prompt and I am surprised, like pleasantly surprised by the result, rather than like, I'm looking for a woman with an embroidered A on her chest. And it just like gives me not that. And I'm just like, you don't understand. I want the letter A and I want a woman in the same picture. And so like when you're looking for a specific goal, it doesn't work out as well. But like things like the hackathon, like when I use like different artists and different art styles, and we're just using like phrases that are coming up in conversation, then I think that I'm happier with the results because I wasn't expecting anything from the AI. If you could see, that was my cat. She was saying hi. She was also like,
yeah. And how many pets do you have, or just
yeah.
the cat?
I have two cats.
You got two cats?
Yes.
Okay.
A butterfly
I mean,
McFlurry. Okay, I'm not going to argue with what Shaman says.
well, what a butterfly McFlurry.
Yes.
um, I mean, I think like we up. Hold on. I definitely like all the art so far. Definitely more interesting than the average NFT project. You should be proud.
Well, thank you so much, MK2000. I like the fact that since right now I don't have my own NFT project, I'm able to support and showcase other artists to the fullest extent. I will also be becoming more Web3 like with my NFT project starting next year. But I really wanted to think about the utility and having value to people before and start getting the audience as I'm doing this, rather than um, like being secretive. And yeah, so thank you. I appreciate you saying that.
Yeah, I mean, I already told you since day one when I heard you in the Twitter spaces. I felt like what you're doing is incredible. It's kind of similar to the same thing I am doing. The only thing is that you are providing a virtual gallery. I
Yes.
am just providing a platform where they could showcase their art, and at the end of the day is the same goal, the same idea, which is just help out others.
Yes. Yes, definitely. And this is really helpful too, because I do feel that NFT artists and all artists in general, they need to be on as many platforms as possible. And just the more eyes that see your pieces, the more chances you have of it getting sold. So I will go back and say, like, if this is something that you like and you want to continue and things like that, and you want to support medical students for choice, I would encourage you to go to BannedBooks.Art and purchase a ticket. It's $1 for the cheapest ticket, and then we increase the amount of benefits as you purchase more. So
Okay, so what is again, and I'm sorry if you already explained that, but what is the difference between the dollar ticket and the $125 ticket?
okay, so let me explain this in like real talk. The very first art gallery, um, I offered at $125 that you would get an aluminum bookmark and a bag of coffee, of custom label coffee. And that was so awful to get out the door that I was like, no physical goods. So we're still working out, and it changes month to month. What is the difference between the different tiers? So like at $1 you get access to the gallery. For $5 you get the pamphlet, um, the companion booklet, but I think I'm also going to be changing that soon as well. But when I have the NFTs, it's going to be like the cheaper tiers was like the four that were generated with the very low res, and then the highest amount of tickets going to get like an animated version of the high, or like maybe like a couple of the NFTs as a part of their ticket. So basically being able to, and then with the NFTs, you'll be able to use that to vote for the scholarship competition. So
Okay.
a portion of the NFTs when they're bought goes towards the scholarship competition. So when you like when you purchase an NFT, then you get votes on who should receive the money from like the pool. So I think it'll be really cool because like when you buy the NFT from the student already gets the money from that.
Yeah.
We take a certain percentage, and then we just have it be like a pool. So you have a chance of earning even more, but you're still benefiting how it is. So hopefully that's not confusing. But yeah, the NFTs themselves will have a utility. And I just think it's really cool to be able to offer that in the future.
Okay. All right. That explains that. Um. So I mean, I think pretty much we cover everything that I could basically cover. Um. I don't know any last words.
Yeah, well, this has been a really good interview, and I really do appreciate your time and being able to support you with trying to get your YouTube channel up and running and off the ground. And, you already have, oh, okay, just helping you continue to grow and do that, helping you. Um, yes. Thank you. Also, thank you for allowing me to be a part of your journey. And yeah, let's all win together. We're all gonna make it.
No, I mean, I really appreciate you. I appreciate you being here and the kind words. And I just apologize for the background noise. That's why at times I don't stream at a certain time until I make sure that everybody is knocked out. But definitely, I appreciate your work too and what you're doing. And I just want to say, continue doing that because you are doing a heck of a good job out of it.
Thank you. Also,
And
uh, follow me
the,
on Twitter because that's where I'm the most active all times of the day. BannedBooks.Art, and I have a Discord, but it's really really quiet, and I like it that way. So um, that and purchase the ticket, and I'll be emailing you about all the events and stuff. So thank you.
definitely. Legal says, which is another friend of mine, another YouTuber. Great stuff, Amy. And Tim says, nice, let's go.
Yeah, Tim and Legal Alien, let's go. Let's do it.
Yeah. I mean, whenever, you have anything else that you want to talk about, just let me know. Oh, I think you was in the space when I mentioned it, but I am going to do like a 3 to 4 artists collaboration stream
Yes.
where where the idea is going to be obviously they could help each other, they want to work together, but also just to keep bringing up, whatever artist has already streamed with me, to keep their exposure going.
Yes.
So
And yeah, I'm definitely down for that. It feels like it'll be like an all-star season of episode. So
yeah, definitely.
yeah, I
um,
definitely appreciate. Um, I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody that's here, that's watching live, and whoever watches it later. And I really do feel like I want to help everybody and be highly collaborative as I go along. So yeah.
definitely, definitely. And I was gonna say that's the only thing that I failed because I I put in the web page,
Hmm.
which is Banned Books. I didn't put the link of your Twitter, but if you guys want to follow her, you this is her Twitter right here, art inspired by Banned Books, or her Twitter handle, which is at BannedBooks.Art. And the other link that you will find is this one in the description below, where you could sign up to her art gallery, which is this awesome gallery. I mean, very impressive work, especially when you told me you did that from scratch.
Yeah, it's definitely it's a lot of work, but it's worth it. And
Yeah.
it says hi again.
Oh, but look at that. I mean, every other link is right here. Your
Yes.
Twitter, Discord, WordPress. Cool. All right. But all right, Amy. Once again, thank you for everything. To all the followers, thank you for being here. And well, Amy, don't go nowhere yet. I will end the live stream, but don't go nowhere just yet. And thank you everyone for tuning in. And definitely make sure to give her a follow. And if you haven't like and subscribed to my channel, I would really appreciate it too. So let me pull out. There you go. Have a good one, everyone, and God bless.